Welcome to today's video. We'll be talking about the power of anchoring and NLP. Now, anchoring is the incredible tool that can help you control your emotional states and improve your life. It's not about massive steel anchors used to hold down a ship, but rather the stimulus or triggers that are attached to specific states or emotions. When a trigger is fired, the emotion or state is the immediate result. Anchors can happen in any of your representative systems, whether it's visual, auditory, or kinesthetic. For example, you could anchor the feeling of wanting to go for a run with the sensation of putting on your running shoes. Anchors can also happen unconsciously, like when you associate the sound of jingle bells with Christmas. Or it can be done deliberately, like if you're a public speaker and you pick up a microphone and feel an instant rush of power and confidence. Now, anchoring was discovered by William Twitmeyer, who wrote about the knee-jerk reaction, which occurs when a doctor taps on the patella reflex on the knee and the leg kicks. Now, this reflex test is commonly used in medical examinations, and Twitmeyer found that after performing the test multiple times, if he then pretended to tap on the knee, the leg would still kick in response. Now, later on, a man named Ivan Pavlov from Russia studied this phenomenon, and he recognized the potential. He developed the bell training technique, in which he rang a bell before feeding his dog, and eventually the dog began to salivate to the sound of the bell as it became associated with food. This process is called classical conditioning, and Pavlov discovered that he could trigger this response in his dog, which requires repetition to burn a response into the brain. But anchoring, on the other hand, is done at peak state, and if done correctly, it can be replicated with a single instance. It's not something that you need to believe in, just like how you don't need to believe in gravity to understand that jumping off a building will lead to hitting the ground. Now, to anchor a positive emotion, simply notice when you're in a great place in your mind, and then feel that state intensely. Then use your non-dominant hand while touching your ring finger and thumb together while looking at it, saying, "Awesome." You'll notice right away how great it feels, and this will anchor a positive emotion in all three representative systems, physical, visual, and auditory, giving it maximum power. You can also stack on top of this anchor whenever you notice yourself in another positive state to make it even stronger over time, or even fire this anchor when you need to access that positive state again. And if you want to take this to the next level, then stay tuned for part 2, where you will learn how to use a powerful exercise to practice installing these anchors in a fun way. Now, anchors can last as long as they last, but the stronger they are, the longer they'll last. They can be overwhelmed by competing negative anchors, so it's important to keep topping them up. Think of it like a battery that you can recharge whenever you notice yourself in a positive state. So if you want to take control of your emotional states and improve your life, give anchoring a try. It's an amazing tool that comes from the field of neuro-linguistic programming, and it can make a real difference in your life. And don't forget to click and subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified for future videos. And check out the description for more details on anchoring. Thanks for watching. Let me know how anchoring works for you in the comments below.